What's up, dude? It's Chooch. Back another video. You see that right there? INMOTION V12 going down, man. I came around that corner a little bit too hot and skidded. And one thing about this wheel right here, guys, is it is powerful. You see that right there in this small diameter wheel? You really underestimate the corners, guys. And with the stock tire on this thing, if you're going to be trying to off-road it, you really need to change up the tire for off-road, guys. So I was trying to run a higher tire pressure on this thing, about 31 psi on this wheel, and because look at the terrain, you have all these rocks and roots and everything like that. So I was trying to keep a higher tire pressure like that, because an abrupt sharp rock like that or something coming up at your rim is not a good thing. And you can see just coming around that corner, I broke loose and it just threw me on the ground. But one thing to point out on this V12 is it's perfectly fine. Like, one thing I thought that would happen is that LCD screen would get damaged in a crash like that. That was a pretty hard crash, guys. And the LCD screen is completely fine. There's nothing wrong. Like, the headlight's fine on it. The trolley handle on the top's perfectly fine. There's just a few scuff marks on it, like on the front bumper right there. And like the front bumper does its job. That little like kind of visor you see on the front right there above the headlight, and then on the back, it's some really dense rubber that I've never seen on any other unicycle. And it's a simple little bumpers, not too much to it, but it seems to always fall on those bumpers. And it seems to always take the impact right on them, and it absorbs it relatively well. I mean, there's no damage at all to this thing. And the INMOTION V12 is built like a tank, guys. This is, I mean, the most well-built electric unicycle I've ever seen. I took the whole thing apart the other day, and the inside of this thing is like a solid, like an aluminum shell, or like an aluminum square frame on the inside of it, and then it has like 3 layers of shells to this thing. There's like, seriously, there's 3 different layers you got to get through. Actually, like 4 different layers to get through if you include the battery panels to get inside this thing. And the batteries are fully encased. So you can see what really ended up getting me here was that little rock on the ground. And I just, like I always say though, I always say look ahead. And it's stuff like that, whenever you are looking ahead, they can still get you guys. But it's the 9 times out of 10 thing that looking ahead is going to be the best scenario. But little rocks like that, where you're pretty much set up for your corner going in, you can't really do much about it.